Colonel Douglas A. Stouffer is the commander, 911th Air Wing, Pittsburgh Air Reserve Station, Coriopolis, Pennsylvania. As installation commander, he is the senior official responsible for the wing mission, assessments, and all assigned personnel. He commands a force of 1,429 Air Force Reserve members, 363 civilian employees, and over $2.1 billion in national assets and military hardware. The wing provides persistent agile combat support, aeromedical evacuation, and worldwide combat airlift in the C-17 Globemaster III. A graduate of Pennsylvania State University, Colonel Stouffer received his commission through the United States Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps in 1991. He earned his wings at Vance Air Force Base, Oklahoma, as a KC-135 Stratotanker pilot in 1993. After 12 years on active duty, Colonel Stouffer transitioned into the Air Force Reserve. Colonel Stouffer is a command pilot with more than 6,500 flying hours, including more than 400 combat hours. He has flown missions in Operation Southern Watch, Northern Watch, Vigilant Warrior, and provided non-flying support in Operation Noble Eagle. Colonel Stouffer has earned numerous awards, including the Legion of Merit with Bronze Oak Leaf Cluster, the Meritorious Service Medal with Silver Oak Leaf Cluster, Aerial Achievement Medal with 2 Bronze Oak Leaf Clusters, and the Air Force Commendation Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker, Colonel Douglas A. Stouffer.
This ceremony started today with a C-17 flyover to the second on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. It is a power projection platform based right here in the Pittsburgh International Airport in the northeast corner, flying 24/7, 365 missions around the globe. I'm Doug Stouffer. I'm honored to talk with you today, and I'm honored to command that wing. Thanks for having me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to thank each of you here and our distinguished guests on the stage. Congressman DeLuzio, thank you. Thank you for your service in the Navy and the time that you put in uniform. Lieutenant Governor Davis, it was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for your inspiring words. Senator Bartolotta, and also we have Representative O'Neill on stage with us. Thank you for your service in the Army. It was recognized, Veterans Day, originally as Armistice Day back in 1919, which was in memory of November 11th, 1918, when the guns of World War I went silent. In 1954, it was changed to Veterans Day. Since the end of World War II, 41 million Americans have served. Right here in Western Pennsylvania, we have over 323,000 veterans. So today, not surprisingly, is going to be a word of thanks. It's going to be a word of thanks to you who are veterans, and it's going to be a word of thanks for our veterans. I'm told that there may even be a World War II veteran here in the audience today. I'm certain we have Korean War, Vietnam War, Cold War, Gulf War, War on Terror, and the conflicts in the Middle East veterans here today. Some of you were volunteered. Some of you were drafted. Each of you served. Some returned to parades. Some returned to a country that didn't offer you the thanks that you should have received. When I'm talking about thanks, we've heard thank you for your service. And if you're still serving and have your uniform on, you might be at the gas pump getting gas. Someone says thanks for your service. If you're wearing your veteran's hat, someone may come up to you in a public environment and say thank you. But in a crowd this size, I would believe there is some sitting here that have not either ever received the thanks that you deserve, or it's been an awful long time. And I would be honored to provide that here today. I'm not talking a very glib thank you. I'm talking a heartfelt, hand on your shoulder, look in your eye, and say thank you for the service that you gave to this country as a veteran. You left your family, friends, work, school, and served our nation. And your service is the reason that we are here today. Your service had great value. We heard the national anthem sung, great job by the choir. I had a view that you didn't get to see. There's not a single direction I can turn without seeing American flags flying and that national anthem sung. I'll be honest, my eyes after 33 years of service were getting misty at that rendition of the national anthem with these flags and those who are holding them. We have our freedoms today because of you veterans in the audience. Thank you very much. I would also like to give a thanks for those that surround these hollowed hills. 1.2 million Americans had given their lives fighting our nation's wars. We have 27,000 veterans or dependents here in this cemetery since 2005. We must never forget their ultimate service. George Washington said, "The willingness with which our young Americans are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified, is directly proportional to how they perceive that the veterans of earlier wars were honored and treated by their nation." We are here today to bestow that thanks on our veterans, their devotion to duty and their service to this nation. I hope I have done a small part today to give that honor and to thank those in attendance today and those that are laid to rest all around us. God bless our veterans, God bless those still serving, and God bless the USA.
Colonel Stouffer. Colonel Stouffer, can you please, front and center, sir. Sir, on behalf of the National Cemetery of the Alleghenies, I would like to present to you the Certificate of Appreciation in recognition of your dedicated service to our nation, support of our nation's veterans, and your participation in our Veterans Day ceremony. Thank you, sir.